Moonlight, flow me here another piece of Mary, you're my baby, yeah. Pick me up before you leave me, Mary, you're my lady, yeah. Rip me off another piece of Mary, you're my
What is up? We are here on a Saturday. I mean, think about that. Saturday live show. Typically, we do during the week. If you follow our channel, you know we do shows typically Tuesday and Friday. But every once in a while, we do some fun stuff. So I think we have some fun stuff in store today because I'm with my good buddy, Mike. Mike, how's it going?
What's up, brother?
So, Mike, you guys, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know who Mike is. He makes, when was your last appearance? You were talking about it.
It might have been Urban Meyer, honestly.
Urban Meyer.
It's been a long time.
Been that long. So, that's it. But got some good stuff coming before we get into all things Jags, and we want to hear what you guys think about the Super Bowl, the Jags moving forward, all that stuff. Before we get into all that, make sure to follow the Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Mike is on Twitter, but it's probably in your best interest not to follow him.
I think I deactivated that, actually.
Oh,
so.
did you? Okay. I'm surprised you didn't get canceled by Jaguars Twitter.
Oh, gotcha.
So Nolly Full Cab is the first channel member in the chat. C Breacher, another channel member in the chat, says, yo. Patrick Jackson, who we do not get in the chat very often. P-Jack lives on the European continent.
Very friendly to their side.
I saw that Steven Age was up at halftime, so I don't know if they won that game.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Patrick will have to fill me in on that. I did see they were up at halftime. Jesus is King in the comments. Oh, Jesus is King. That's awesome. So get into the comments, Nolly Full Cap. Put in the comments. I'll try to read it from here, but Mike, I do want to...
Yeah, good luck with that one.
I do. We just got back from the Jacksonville University versus Duke lacrosse game. Thoughts on the lacrosse game?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Fun.
Sideline, baby. It was awesome.
Yeah, we had some good tickets, so it was fun. All right, so the Jags obviously had a great year.
Yes.
Got to get it out of the way. What were your overall impressions of the season this year?
Greatest season of my life, I would say.
Awesome.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, even better than 2017.
I think so. Just the victories that come from behind, just the overall season. Yeah, definitely the greatest season of my life for sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I mean, that's I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
2017 was awesome, but yeah, I think that was definitely the greatest season of my life for sure.
The ups were high and the lows were low. That's for sure. 2017 had a different feel to it. But yeah, for sure. So Trevor obviously progressed nicely. That's something we were both pretty excited about.
Yes,
we've been rooting for Trevor Lawrence to come to Jacksonville. I can honestly remember talking about it when he won the national championship, and he still had 2 years, and the Jags were good. This was after 2017. Yeah. I remember thinking, I kind of wish the Jags would find a way to be bad to get this guy. I remember having that thought after the Jaguars were good.
Well, I'll never forget the feeling of, what was it, the Raiders-Jets game where they threw the Hail Mary to Ruggs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever taken a loss harder than that. I honestly thought we lost Trevor Lawrence, but no, even as a Jags loss, like the Patriots game, as hard as a loss I've taken. So no, it's amazing to have Trevor Lawrence for sure.
That was the game Greg Williams was fired for, right? Because he blew.
One-man coverage with like an undrafted cornerback.
He did what he was supposed to do, but
I looked up. I blinked for like a millisecond, and I looked up, and the game was over, and he was celebrating in the end zone. Yeah.
I mean,
I heard for a week. I legit heard for a week after that, for sure.
Yeah, we got lucky with that Rams game.
Yeah, for sure.
Was definitely the way to go.
Rams-Browns, that was amazing.
All right, so here's a question that I've been asking a lot of people, and I want to get your thoughts on it. And this is, again, we haven't talked about this at all. And C. Breacher says, I'm happy we have Trev. I have it on my phone now, so I can actually see it.
Ooh.
Patrick Jackson says, I kind of wish the Jags would find a way to be bad.
We're very used to that.
Listen, I know, but it worked out. We got Trevor. He says the miserable years were my fault because I was rooting for us to be bad to get Trevor.
I think it was just all of our faults for sure.
All right, so here's what I want to get to. Here's a question that I want to get to with you. I asked Big Game James if you watched the last video with James Coleman, it was awesome. He's at the Super Bowl media day and all that.
Oh wow.
I talked to Dalton. We asked him this question, so I want to ask you too. Where are you at with the Jags having so many games that came down to like one play? like I understand the NFL is competitive, but the amount of games that came down to a coin flip. I mean, I'm talking
Both
dude,
sides, though. I don't mean to
both
cut you off,
sides.
but I mean,
both sides.
either way you look at it, starting week one, I didn't
Right.
mean to cut you off, but
Right.
that question honestly is I
So-
find very stupid. No, not because of you, just
No,
other
but
people
so
saying it.
What I'm trying to get to is the beginning of the season. It seems like the ball didn't bounce our way. And then at the end of the season, it seemed like it did. Right. So does the fact that we kind of got hot at the right time, like, are you afraid that this team isn't talented enough to make the same run next year?
Not even slightly. Like if you even, I don't know if there's many Reddit people out there, but there was this Patrick Mahomes thing. If you regress him to the means, no, not at all. Because you think about it, the Commanders game, the Colts game, we should have won. Honestly, the Philly game, not that we should have won, 4 fumbles. So even if it regresses, not at all. I think no matter what, we should have been a 500 team, maybe even a 10, 11 win team. So no, that not even slightly.
Okay,
No.
I mean, I just feel like this.
No.
Everyone was projecting this roster to be a 6 to 8 win team.
Yeah.
And they could have
Maybe 9,
and they
10.
were.
11's a stretch, but I think we
No, but I
easily
mean, like I don't know, like I'm a little concerned that
we shouldn't have had to win 6 straight games, not even slightly. No,
Yeah.
we should have swept the Colts. Texans, I haven't brought the Texans. We should have won that game. No, not even no.
but our offense played so poor in the Texans game.
New system, Trevor making some throws that he normally wouldn't make, like Broncos. My gosh, there's so many games at the beginning of the year that we should have won. So no, not even slightly.
This is my fear.
No.
This is my fear. Okay. And again, I'm all in on the Jags.
No, I feel you.
but This is my fear. My fear
And it's
is
fair to
that
ask, but no.
the team is further away from being Super Bowl competitive than
So we're talking about
think.
Super Bowl, or we're just talking about
Super
being
Bowl.
or we're talking
I'm talking
about
Super Bowl.
not being the
I'm
Jaguars.
talking Super Bowl.
I mean,
Because
at worst we should be winning the division. I'm not even talking about the
I'm
Super
just
Bowl, but
saying,
I'm talking about not
next se-
picking top 10 every year.
Shouldn't we be making a run at the Super Bowl the next 2 years?
I think, honestly, no, we're a year ahead
You
of
don't think
schedule.
so?
No,
So
no, I
the
think
you don't think the next 2 years we should be making a Super Bowl?
this year we should. I mean, we should have. The Chiefs game was. No, I
We
think
should
we're.
be
I think we're right
making
on
Super Bowl
schedule.
runs. We're on Trevor
Super
Lawrence's
Bowl
rookie
runs.
deal.
That's fair. No, I mean,
we
if
need to make the run now, and I just think.
but no,
that-
you're asking a different question though. I mean,
no.
then
here's
from the
why I'm
whole-
asking. Now here's why I'm asking, because I think there's guys that the team wants to make decisions on, like Rayshon Jenkins. I know he was very good at the end of the year, but I think you could cut him, save $8 million, and bring in 2 guys that could give you more contributable snaps. than
no, I
Rayshon
think
Jenkins.
I think a rookie at that point. You draft a rookie high
You
at
get
that
a rookie,
point.
and then you can go sign a guy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I've
That's what I'm
heard
saying,
I've heard
like-
of Jesse Bates, then that's fair.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, Super
Or Roy
Bowl,
Robertson Harris.
he's gone for sure. No, he doesn't
But
quit.
he's under contract. You
No,
think we're gonna cut him?
I think he doesn't deserve the money. Honestly, I think the biggest question mark cut, I think it might be Agnew, honestly.
I think he's cut.
That sucks. I wish we could restructure him and maybe like pay him
Okay,
less
so
money.
the
But
restructure.
not
thing-
restructure, but I think we should pay him less. He definitely does not deserve $5 million.
No, that's the thing.
But
It's his usage under Doug Peterson's offense was like 10% of snaps.
every time he touched the ball against Kansas City, I thought he was going to score.
But he also blew his. 2
That's
best
true. Which wasn't a
opportunities.
catch, honestly.
He blew the drop
Wasn't-
fumble.
wasn't a
and,
catch.
And he had another player
Drop fumble.
earlier, or he dropped the pass. With
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fumble. Then he had to play earlier
Wasn't
in
a
the
catch.
game where they threw him a screen and he stumbled and didn't. He had 2 chances inside the 5-yard line against Kansas City. And he blew both.
Honestly,
of
I know people might not like to hear it, but I think, not that I would, but I mean, do you ever consider keeping Shaq Griffin at all?
No.
Even slightly?
them. Not even slightly.
Do you,
Not even slightly.
yeah.
Not even slightly. The coach is benched
Not that
him.
I want.
The
That's
coach is benched him.
Was he not like really injured? Like
No,
the injuries
the coach
made
is
up.
benched
Okay,
him.
that's fair.
And like he wasn't even like on the sidelines.
What if he?
Like,
What if he?
I don't
What if he agreed to pay for like not a lot of money? You wouldn't keep him at all. And I'm just playing devil's advocate here. No,
I think he will go to the open market and get money somewhere.
because I don't. I mean, he was so bad, and now
Yeah.
definitely we know about it. But I don't think he's as bad as he.
Yeah.
But I mean, of that group, I mean, he's definitely the best player. But no, I mean, they all should go. Yeah, Harrison or Roy Roberts gone, the safety gone, Jenkins gone
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Washington State Jags fan. What's up? I mean, we got all these midday people I haven't heard from in a while. This is nice. I like this. I hope everything's going good. Washington State. He says interested in what moves this offseason will bring.
not sure how much they can do. I mean, obviously,
they don't have much money.
cash is king though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've still heard people talking about us getting big time free agents
I mean,
or a trade.
You have to guarantee. You have to guarantee Sheriff's, Kirk's.
Which is hard. I can't
their
believe Sheriff.
contracts.
Sheriff didn't miss a game this year.
I know.
You're expecting that another year, maybe more.
I mean, Juwan Taylor's only missed how many games?
I mean, we're talking about Sheriff
just
who missed a
saying.
lot of
I'm
games.
just saying.
It's just different players. Sheriff's like already 30. So I mean that's tough. Kirk's an easy one. Do you restructure Zay Jones?
Aluakon's got. I mean, are you restructuring Aluakon?
We talked about this recently. I think Aluakon's gone in 2024.
So you're not guaranteeing him his full deal.
No, I don't think so. I
You
mean,
can do that and save money. And he led the league in
Muma.
tackles 2
I
years
know.
in a
I
row.
know. Devin Lloyd didn't play the greatest in Muma. I mean, that's a lot of money. I mean, Aluakon did it. Aluakon didn't make a.
Pick of
I don't
Muma
think he
didn't make
makes.
sense.
He's gonna be making the cap. It's $20 million in a couple years. No, he's not gonna be worth it.
I mean, he's a good player.
He is, but no, that
He is a good player.
that should be a pass rusher. No, not at all.
Yeah, especially when you can't rush the pass.
So,
that makes
Kirk,
pass rusher looks.
Sheriff,
You
that's a
can't.
tough
You're saying
one.
you can't. So you think?
No, you
Kirk's-
have to. You kind of have to,
You
honestly.
have to. I mean, if you want to sign free, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say. So,
but it's a tough place because like the fact that Sheriff played the entire season is honestly like going to the season. Would you bet money on that? No, not at
yeah,
all.
No, not
No,
even close to
so-
it. But we wouldn't have bet a lot of things.
Um,
Ingram, we wouldn't have thought Ingram.
Who
would have
else
just-
is there that we signed big last year? Fakazi. No, you're not going to restructure him.
Yeah, you mean you can't do that.
Yeah. So
That's the thing is these guys aren't getting snaps. Like Fatukazi's not getting snaps. Agnew's
And
not
he
getting
wa-
snaps. Like at some point you have to be on the field to have value.
yeah,
You know, so that's the thing. And like I understand the kick return aspect of Agnew, but if you play a team with a good kicker, you're not going to be returning many kicks. I mean, maybe one.
he
or
made an
two
impact
here.
every single game.
He did. But yeah, he did. But at what point do you start just taking that out of the equation, start just punting that? in
But
bounds?
still, the Jets, the things you can do with him, I think he's the most worth of his money, honestly, of all the potential cuts.
Yeah, only because it's so little. you
Exactly.
know?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
All right. So you think the roster's okay? It's close there. So
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I wish we could make a few more moves for sure, but
we're pretty strapped for cash.
We are.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But I try to give some context for people. We're ranked like what 27th in cap
I think,
space.
I think we might be lower than that, honestly.
So I think
It's around there, though,
yeah.
for sure.
So I think I saw when I was looking into it, we were 27th in cap space, and I looked up the last few teams throughout the years that were 27th in cap space, and the Vikings were like 3 out of the last 4 years. 27th in cap space. So they've lived in that same zone that the Jags are in right now, and they've been competitive. Like they make playoff runs
Yeah.
like regularly.
But they had higher and more like that. I understand. Like at least they were spending theirs on high end talent. Like we're wasting ours on like decently okay run stuffing, defensive tackles, middle linebackers, not good cornerbacks. So that's the only unfortunate part, honestly. That's where I understand the bulky criticism. The drafting's been good, but the free agents, Kirk's been awesome, Zay's been awesome, Evan's been awesome, but you're definitely paying a lot of money to not high impact positions for sure.
All right, well, Cash Shoots says, I say we cut Roy Robertson and Griffin so we can sign Allen and Taylor.
Yeah, I mean
That would work.
for sure.
Patrick Jackson says, I'm hoping that Torrance fella falls to us in the first round as long as a long-term recruited guard.
I have no idea who that is. Who?
Torrance fella.
Oh, the guy from is it the Florida guy? No, that's Osiris, right?
That's Osiris.
Okay.
Is that Osiris?
There's a lot of ways we can go. I mean, there's not
Yeah.
a lot of complaints. Best player available.
Jacob Shorba says, how's it going? I just got off work and saw this. It's going good. We went to the JU Duke lacrosse game today. It was awesome. We had sideline passes, so we were literally feet from the action.
Oh my gosh,
We saw a ref get
nailed in the face with a crossball.
got
Startling.
got destroyed.
My God.
Off a deflection.
He did not return.
He did not.
No.
And ironically, I was just talking about how tough. I literally moments before it happened, I was talking about how lacrosse refs have it the toughest. They run the most. They're in the way of danger the most.
Dodging bullets now,
Like,
apparently.
literally, the
My
second
God.
I said that, we look up and you could hear it. You could
Oh yeah,
audibly
it was.
hear the
Yes,
lacrosse
it was
ball
gnarly.
hit the guy. So, hope he's okay.
Yeah.
We actually were kind of hanging out with the EMT
We
people.
were like 3 inches from the
We were
EMS, I
talking to
believe.
You were talking to the EMS, and they told us that he was fine. They said that he just had a bloody nose, but yeah, he did
Is that
not
workers'
return.
comp? You asked that. Is that
I think it's
oh my
workers'
God.
comp.
I don't
think
know if
it's-
it is.
I mean, if you're a ref, that's workers' comp for sure. And that junk's on video too.
Oh my gosh.
they
it
were
did
like-
not
yeah,
sound fun.
no.
My gosh.
I wouldn't have come back either.
No.
And the refs did a decent job.
Hey, they won. That's all that
The
matters.
J won. That's it. Go Fins. Fins up. Robert Adser says, "Let's go. I'm late." Well, at least you're here, Robert. We have the right guy, Gators guard. Oh, yeah. So he's
Okay,
talking about-
gotcha.
Yeah.
I would take him. I mean, not the most immediate, but I would take it.
So I watched a lot of Gator games, and I don't necessarily remember him incredibly standing out. But again, I wasn't looking for him.
No, he was supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah,
He was
I
a
mean,
transfer from wherever Napier was before, the Louisiana school. Yeah, he
Monroe or
transferred.
whatever.
Yeah.
So, or was it Lafayette? Is Lafayette one of those? But I did see that where he didn't.
It
allow
actually-
a
For what
sack.
I think it was Louisiana Lafayette. They just go by Louisiana now.
Oh.
Little fun fact for you.
That's nice of you to do.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
Like that. That's super nice.
Go Raging Cajuns, I think, if that's the same school.
Nick Ludwig said, Titleist hat. Are you a big golfer? If by big you mean big slice, then yes. Yes. No, Mike and me both enjoy golfing.
Yes.
A lot. A little too much, probably.
Yeah.
How much money would you
Most of
save
the beers.
if you never got into golf?
Probably
still spit it somewhere else.
Somewhere else,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
more, yeah. Just to get my steps in with golf. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember that was your big thing, getting into it.
Yeah.
Getting your steps in.
yeah, I don't think that was what it was, but
You
yeah,
and-
sure.
You and all the other older
Yeah,
ladies.
yeah. I swing like Trump, baby. Ooh. That's not
Patrick
bad.
Jackson.
I mean, I'm shaped like him. Not that I.
Yeah, we are big golfers. All right, so who are
That
some
was
guys
horrible.
in the draft that you have your eyes on? Because Mike watches a little more college football than y'all think.
I honestly don't even care. Last time I said this, though, we ended up with Taven Bryan. So anything but that.
All right, so who's some guys you have your eyes on?
No linebackers. Hopefully, none of that. Eyes on Joey Porter Jr. would be sick. I would really like that. Maybe if I don't know if how it would fit, but I keep seeing Nolan Smith fall into us, another edge rusher. I know it's a lot of
I
investment
like
into
Nolan
that.
Smith. UCLA?
Yeah, no, Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. So that'd be cool. I mean, there's a lot of moves we can make. Brian Branch is moving up. I really liked him as like a slot safety, but he's looking like he's going top 10. But I don't think there's many things. I mean,
If the Jags don't, let's say the Jags don't re-sign Agnew, but Ridley comes in, do they draft a receiver?
I brought this up the other day. I like the. He might be my favorite player in the draft. I do like the Ohio State, the Jackson Nigba guy.
Yeah.
He's sick. Yeah,
I
he's
haven't
been.
watched much of him. He's good, though.
I mean, I haven't scattered him every snap,
Right,
but
you
yeah,
like
something about him.
Your,
yeah,
your
it's sick.
intuition tells
I
you. Yeah.
absolutely would take him for
Yeah.
sure. So there's a lot of ways we can go. I mean, cornerback, potentially safety, edge rusher, receiver.
Patrick Jackson says edge rusher.
Yeah, absolutely. Offensive line. So best player available.
So is that assuming you're moving Walker inside,
No, not at all.
but you have Alan Walker and another edge rusher?
Positionless
Okay,
football.
okay,
Hey,
okay.
I'm not the coach. I don't have to
Okay,
figure that out.
okay.
So let them do that.
Okay.
But
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about Muma and Lloyd, and here we are with an issue of can't get both
But-
on the field at the same time.
yeah, but they both suck though. No, I'm just kidding. They might be good, but no, I mean, I pick a good player this time. Do the opposite of that. Yeah, I'd pick a good player.
Cardiac.
That actually
Cats-
matters. So I'm gonna trade up for.
Cardiac Cat says, "This is Jacob. Swapped over to my other YouTube channel I joined with. Nice. My thought on the pass rush and how to address it is that you likely cut Roy Robertson Harrison, then move Trevon Walker to right end. Then you sign a veteran 3-4 outside linebacker, perhaps Justin Houston, and draft another guy to develop behind. Get players in spots they've played before, add a veteran presence."
I'm not gonna abandon the Walker out outside. So I mean, I respect that opinion, but I do like the idea of a mercenary. I think we should have done that last year. I don't know why we didn't a mercenary, like veteran pass rusher, but I think Walker's gonna be sick, man.
I've been saying Jadeveon Clowney.
What? No, you didn't. You were arguing for Calais Campbell the other night. I'm the one that brought that up, and that's why you tweeted that the other day about Calais Campbell and Jadeveon Clowney. Phony. That was exactly my argument.
I forget sometimes.
It's all right.
Back to
It's the same.
argument
I appreciate it. But no, I would say Clowney. I mean, I know he's not the most impactful
and
pass rusher, but at the setting the edge,
To
I
be
think he'd be
fair-
really sick as an defensive end.
Calais Campbell won that vote.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Twitter for you. And I love Calais Campbell.
I know. I'm just.
I would take
busting your
both.
balls.
Absolutely.
Shane Watson says there are some rumors on Rodgers going to the Titans. How worried or unworried would you be if that happens? I believe he won't last the full season with his age, and there are some O-line issues.
He's gonna fail a drug test at that darkness retreat, honestly. So I'm not even slightly worried about that.
Would you ever do that? And for those of you that don't know,
Apparently that makes you crazy. I literally got an alert like a couple days later, like don't do that. That is not good for you. You're gonna snap. So
Aaron
no.
Rodgers he does what's called dark therapy. Goes into a house that's completely blacked out dark for 4 days. They drop him in food in a little slot, and he said,
Sounds like prison. It sounds like I forget what they call that section of prison. Solitary. Yeah, thank you. No, I read the Hawaska trip sounds cool. This, no, not at all.
Yeah, he's getting a little fringe there, huh? Listen,
Bird Box mixed with prison. I don't know what he's going on, but he's a nutcase, man.
I'm never gonna judge somebody.
Jeez,
you know?
I'm definitely judging him because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
UCF Jaguar says Mike is here. What's up, brother?
Hey, UCF, tell your dad what's up. He's awesome.
We did enjoy hanging out with you.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was fun. JC says EG no long-term prospects. So no long-term prospects. Cardiac Cat says Houston was paid $3.5 million last year and got 7 sacks and a rotational role. Calais Campbell would be sick to bring back if they keep Walker at 3.
If he could stay healthy, honestly. I mean, I love Calais, but not getting any younger. And
you're not getting any younger. Patrick Jackson says Aaron Rodgers is a liability at this point. Bro, just because he's
a
doing
weirdo,
ayahuasca,
man.
That's
the coolest thing he's done.
I've enjoyed the.
That's the one cool
progression
thing
of
he's
Aaron
done.
Rodgers.
I haven't at all. I actually used to like him. Wanted to play for Bobby Bowden, but just this whole, he's a weirdo, man. The whole Pat McAfee thing's been cool to watch, though. He's been very open.
Who?
He's just on Pat McAfee all the time.
Oh yeah, and talking about
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. My dad wants another hit from the pen.
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, I'm allowed to say that I got high with UCF Jaguars' dad. So at Toontown.
We
So.
probably shouldn't expound on that story.
I mean, I have
too
my
much.
medical card, so legally, I'm not in trouble at all. So
All right. So
sorry about that.
transitioning From that, we talk about you're the third.
Sorry about that.
You're the third Florida State fan I've had on the show in a row.
Feels good.
I kind of find myself turning into a little Florida State
Hey,
fan.
first of all,
Is
that's going back 20 years now. You've always loved Florida
I
State.
have.
so.
Like, to be fair,
Yeah.
haven't I always waffled, right? I've always waffled. It's not like waffled.
I mean,
but
when
like, I always
Anthony,
have liked
when
Florida-
Anthony Richardson did that 2-point conversion, you were pretty annoying for a couple weeks.
Okay,
but
that little jump spin.
Oh
that,
my
Okay,
God.
that was sick.
he told
to
me
be
we had
fair.
never seen a play like that. My God, a 2-point conversion for a 3-yard throw.
Dude, it was a jump spin.
A jump spin, my gosh. That fell down. That aged like milk for sure. Anyways.
There's no bigger fan of the Florida State basketball team, if you remember. You have to remember their names.
You
It was
do.
like Luke Laux.
Luke Laux,
Who was the,
Davidas Dolkeys,
Dolkeys. Who else
a
was
bunch of them.
Who was the
Michael
dude with the-
Snare.
Who's the
Oh my
Snare? Who's the
God.
dude with
There was the guy that got arrested for the cocaine. John Kraft, I think is what his name was.
No. Who was the dude with the dreads?
Dude with the dreads. Did he get drafted or undrafted?
He got drafted.
Dude with the dreads.
Yeah. Who was like the best players on this team?
There was the one that was drafted by the really good defensive guy. What was his name? It's been a while. Sorry,
Come on, you gotta know it.
I've been getting blasted with UCF Jaguars dad too much,
Chris
so I can't remember.
Not Chris Richards.
There was
But it was like was it
Chris Reed.
Richards?
There was Reed.
Ryan
Reed.
Ryan
Yeah.
Reed, Ryan
Solomon Allaby.
There
Yeah,
we
there's a
go.
bunch of them.
Okay,
so.
now we got it. Ryan Reed. Okay. Anyway, I knew he'd come to it.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
thought
yeah.
about it.
I'm missing one though. There was a couple that were
What
drafted
year was
high.
that?
Oh man, 2011, 2012.
2011 college basketball. See, I was rooting for y'all then.
Then your boys, yeah, we got some good ones recently. We're way better now.
Yeah. Well, not now.
But Isaac and all them.
Relatively speaking, yeah,
Anyhow,
Jonathan
yeah.
Isaac. Nick Ludwig says it's
But
legal.
what was the Florida State question? That Dalton in the mast, or you asked them?
Oh,
Got off track there.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. What expectations do you have with them beyond winning the ACC championship? Like, obviously, you expect them to be, or you hope/expect them to be in the ACC championship game. Do you have expectations beyond that?
No, we talked about this a little bit earlier at the JU game, but no. Win the ACC, and I mean anything after that's cool. But no, playoff wise, I don't think we're quite there. Brought in some really good transfer portal players. I wish we were recruiting high school a little bit better, but no, I mean winning the ACC should definitely be the goal. Top 5, and if players improve and things go well, maybe playoffs. But no, I'm not expecting that. But definitely beat Clemson, Florida, and Miami for sure,
I think
and LSU.
I think if you find a way, and I use the word find a way just because I'm being nice.
If TCU could do it, I guess.
If you can find a way to win against LSU and Clemson,
Yeah.
I think you're a shoo-in for the Final Four.
I just don't think we're. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's
And,
gonna
like,
be
you
it's gonna be
have
like the
a veteran-
Oklahoma games from a couple years
You
ago.
have a veteran quarterback. You have a team with some veteran players coming
No,
back
they're
with
good,
some
but-
experience. That's how you win early season games.
Yeah, no, it's
and
fair.
your biggest test is early in the season.
Can you see them competing with Georgia and Alabama though?
So when they
Ohio
get
State.
there, now that's another question, depending on how the teams look.
So getting there, I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah,
be.
that's what I'm
I wouldn't
saying.
be surprised, but
Yeah, I mean, Florida might. I mean, I don't. They're going to be bad next year. So
Probably.
you're going to play them at the end of the year, and they're not going to really give you like a true test.
yeah,
So you're not going to have a true test from week 4 to the playoff.
dude, it's college. Who knows? But no,
I know. I'm
I
just
think
saying,
no, I
like,
think we should. I mean, winning the ACC is the goal. That's what I hope
yeah,
for. So,
yeah, but nothing beyond that.
I'll be happy
We
with
got
that,
no
man.
love
Hey,
this amongst
dude,
the Tallahassee community.
I've seen not a lot of winning seasons the last few years, so I just happy to be here.
UCF Jaguar says Luke Laux, his cousin, watches our channels.
Ours. Oh, you're speaking for you and UCF.
Yes.
Damn it, I
speaking
was got excited for a
us,
second.
You thought you
I
had a
was
channel there for a second?
No, I'm
Oh.
married. Thank you though.
Nick Ludwig says it's legal in Missouri, so now I went to the shop and bought a bunch of gummies. Best sleep I've had in a long time.
Heck yeah. Cheers, brother.
I know you're a big proponent of the gummies and those
Yeah,
types
they're
of
fun. I mean,
edibles, right?
Yeah. Bought some for the in-laws. He hand stuff and hurt. Yeah. and
Yeah, I
it's-
mean,
he-
dude,
the best.
listen.
He's like literally hasn't. Yeah. So no, it works for sure.
Yeah, it must be nice to live in a state where it's like legal.
Yeah.
right? I mean, so I know here it's technically legal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, very cool. Helps people.
All
So
right. Anything else?
no, not at all. I mean, I don't care. So
All right.
the less the better, I guess, for me.
Less is more. All right. So.
Is that Fleetwood Mac in your living room?
All right. So last question for you. What are your expectations next season? Obviously, we don't know what they're going to do in the draft. We don't know what they're going to do in free agency. What are your expectations for the Jags next year?
Win the division.
That's it.
Yeah. No, I mean.
You're coming in with these low expectations.
No, I mean that's the bottom. That's the
Okay.
floor.
Minimum,
Is
okay.
the minimum. Like if anything less than that, I'll be very disappointed. But no, I mean pushing for the AFC Championship and if not Super Bowl, if players gel, if I could easily see Trayvon Walker taking the next step of being a 10 to 15 sack a year guy. I could see Tyson Campbell taking the next step, even though he already has Cisco. Trevor Lawrence. I mean, I don't think he's even more close to as the Dragon Ball Z people say his final form. So no, I could absolutely see us winning 12, 13 games next year.
I could
So-
too. I could
Oh,
too.
I mean, even though it's a first place schedule. So
schedules mean nothing.
no, absolutely.
Schedules
Yeah,
mean
for sure.
nothing.
Yeah, for sure. So
All right. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there.
no,
I mean,
I'm excited, man.
That's I think the Jags take the next step. I know it's easy to say now, but this is a lot larger progression I think any of us thought.
No, we're a year ahead. So no, it's gonna be really exciting. Oh my gosh, I haven't like thought. I've just started to think about Ridley.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so sick.
Yeah.
I really hope we bring back Evan Ingram. Honestly, I like him a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it works out. I mean,
Who would you rather have, Ingram or Juwan?
I think Juwan, because I think you can bring in a guy to play receiver much easier than you can a right tackle.
Would you rather have Ingram Little or would you rather have Juwan, a rookie like Dalton Kincaid or
I mean, probably
rookie tight ends never.
I know, but I mean, you could bring in a receiver to do the same role that Ingram did. You could bring in a tall receiver, a kind of big
Can
body
you,
guy.
though?
I think so.
There's only so many receivers you can play there. We already have 4 that are going to be locked in.
I mean, I think if you
3, I guess,
so if
technically.
Ingram comes in, he's playing over Zay Jones, right?
But Ingram?
Yeah,
No. Tight end.
but if when they go 4 wide, it's going to be Ridley, Kirk, Jones, and Ingram, right?
Yeah, those are the 4.
Yeah, so those are your 4.
Yeah.
So when you have, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have Evan Ingram, you can just play another receiver out there.
But who's going to be your tight end, though?
I mean,
Luke Farrell.
They don't need much from their tight end. I mean, they used Chris Manhurts effectively.
Doug loves his tight ends. That's not going to
I
happen.
know, but I don't know if he loves.
I think it's
his-
more. I think it's more likely. Sorry to cut you off. I think it's more likely we keep Evan Ingram and bring in a high.
Yeah,
tight end.
No, I think that's more likely too.
Okay.
I'm just saying I would rather.
Fair,
have
gotcha,
defensive
fair
line.
enough.
Yeah, because
Gotcha,
I mean
gotcha.
I'm a big Trevor guy.
Fair,
so
yeah.
I want to protect Trevor. I would rather have a better lineman blocking for him and downgrade one of his options.
I think both is going to happen. Honestly,
I mean, you could do both,
I think it is going to be both.
but if I'm ranking my priorities, I just
Yeah,
have to.
gotcha. No, I feel you. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be both though,
Yeah. So we'll see.
and should be both. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Oh no, we finally have good players to resign.
it's that cap. It's that dang cap room. So
That WWE money is going to be whatever it's called.
it's the
Whatever ECW,
yeah.
whatever it is.
All right, well, Mike, appreciate it, man. It was good talking
Oh.
about the Jags.
Over already?
yeah, I think that's it.
That was fast.
Had a good time.
That was
talking
awesome.
With you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you on soon.
If you'll have me.
Nah, we'll see.
Yeah, probably not.
You guys in the chat, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe and all that stuff. Follow the social media and all that stuff. Appreciate you guys, all the channel members. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. We'll see you guys.